Welcome to our video tutorial on how to fill out your HRD log. We're going to go ahead and get started here. So go ahead and tap the HRD icon, which would be the skull for your log. And now you see there's a bunch of fields we can fill out. You can either tap in these with your finger or your stylus. I'm going to go ahead and fill these out, and you can just go ahead and fill them out along with me if you want, or just watch so you can learn how to do it. Handler name, just put in handler name. Your dog's name. Now, if you want to, you can, when you tap in these fields, the pop-up you see about in the middle of the screen that says next, done, clear, and submit, you can either hit done after each time you fill in one of these little fields, or you can just tap in the field and it'll automatically go down to the next one if you don't want to hit the done button. It's totally up to you. If you hit the done button, you'll see all the different fields. So location, we're going to say we're doing a building today. Building Alpha. Now you're down here where you see these add new buttons. Anytime you see a gray add new button, go ahead and tap on that and it'll bring you to a new page. Weather. Weather's not really going to be applicable in the building too much, but we still want to have it in there. So we'll just say it's a clear day. The wind direction was 6 miles per hour to the southeast today. Temperature was 76, and I live in the United States, so it'll be Fahrenheit. Now you go to the top and hit save in the top left corner there. Hit your save button. Now we hit the add new again for your order set time. Time did you set it? I'm just going to say 1:30, and I'm using military time, but you can use anything you want in here that you want. 14:30, so there's an hour time delay. And odor source. You can put anything in here you want. I just put a couple of quick pick lists, placenta in a jar, human bones, or you can enter any option you want. I use placenta in a glass jar, and then go to the top and hit save. Now as you hit save, it brings you back to this main page, and you can see how your stuff's laid in here. It won't look like this exactly when you go to print it out, but it looks a lot better when you print it out. And this is just to let you know that your information you're filling out is being saved. Hide info, tap add new. Number of hides, we're going to say we did 3 hides. Number of negative areas. Well, an area is an outside, so we're not doing outside, so we'll put NA, but if you were going to do outside hides and say you had 2 different fields with they were 20 acres apiece, then you could go ahead and put a positive hide in one field and a negative in the other, and then you could just say 1 negative area. So we're just going to say NA because that's not applicable to us today. So you can just take your finger stylus and pick what you want there. Number of negative rooms. Well, I'm going to say we did 7 rooms total. So we had 4 rooms that had nothing in them. And that's very good for our statistical information. If you want to do that later on, it's great to have. Building, we did a building search. And you go down and known, single blind, or double blind. This is to see what kind of training you're doing. Did you do a known hide where you have a newer dog or work on a nation you needed to know where it's at? You put a check in there. Single blind would be if you have one teammate with you and they know where the hide's at, they place the hide and they go in with you and watch you search for the hide and you find it. Double blind would be, just for example, if you had a third teammate there, they went in and placed the hide in the building and then they stayed outside and you went and searched the building with a separate teammate that didn't know where it was at, that's double blind. So we're just going to say a single blind hide for us. Depth of the hide would be for outside if we buried it. So we're just going to say non-applicable for this. The height of the hide, in here you can say, if you want to put it up on shelves and do heights, so you can say I put one in 2 feet up on a shelf. Right side is good, and then you can list whatever else you want in there for your heights of different hides that you did. And here you comment, you can say exactly where you put your hides, what all's covered, where they're at, if the dog did good, whatever you'd like to put in there. Good dog did well, whatever you'd like to put in here for your comment section. We just left it open so it was easy for everybody. Done. Draw hide location. If you'd like to draw your hide location, you can. So you just take your stylus or finger and you can draw in here. Draw a shelf if you're an artist and like me. Um, and you just hit save at the top there and it'll save your drawing for you. Add photo is a really nice feature. You tap add photo. If you're having problems or had something great or just want to add your teammates into your log with a photo, you can do that. You can take a live photo, you can draw, or you can choose from your library. I'm just going to pick a quick photo from my library from training. We'll just pick a quick one here and it uploads it in there and that'll save it into the log. To the right of that we have the add video. I can't tap it because if I tap it, it will end the training program I'm doing for you right now. It wants to access your camera and it'll ask you that so it can record, and it does a 60-second video for you. So if you need to do a 60-second video training and you want to save it in your log, it'll do that for you. So, and we limited to 60 seconds because we only have so much server space for people. So we're going to go up and hit the save button here in the top left again, save, and we'll go to canine handler grade. This is for your partner to fill out, or you can fill it out on your own. This is just to see how you're doing and kind of evaluate what needs to be worked on in your training and stuff. So I just did a quick G for good and I for needs improvement or not applicable. I'm going to give my dog good for everything in here. And you can read through all these and see how they pertain to your training on your own. I'll just fill them out. They're just easy, quick pick lists. And then here, if you get a needs improvement, this comment box is for your needs improvement plan on how you're going to fix the problem you found, or if things are going great or something. Great job today on hide 6 or whatever. You know, whatever you want to put in there is great. And then you go to save it. Perfect. The date and time will be from your device. Now, if you're filling out this from training that you did earlier, you can go ahead and scroll in here with your stylus or finger and pick, let's say we did it on May 26th, then you just hit done and that'll be for May 26th. Tap the handler signature, just fill out your thing. You can use stylus or finger on your device, hit save, and you're good to go. Now we're ready to hit save to save our whole log. Hit the save button down there. While this is saving, it uploads the information to a secure server for you, and that's why we had to charge a $25 fee, yearly fee for everybody. It's because we rent the space and made sure it's secure and everything for you. Once this is done, it's going to let you know that it uploaded to the server. If you're not within server range, your Wi-Fi is down or something, it will save it local until it can catch a Wi-Fi or data signal. So now it tells you your submission was successful. You hit OK, and it will automatically bring up the log for you right now. So if you want to print it, email it, or whatever, you can. On the iPhone and iPad, you go to the right corner, hit the share button. It'll email it as a PDF file. You can send it as a message, or if you're hooked up to a Wi-Fi printer, you can go ahead and print it out. Now, say a week down the road, your team leader asks for your log. They need to put it in for team logs, or somebody, the sheriff needs it or something. You go to view logs at the bottom, tap on that, and your log is HRD log. So you tap your HRD log, and there's your timestamp in there of when you did your training. Just tap on it, and then it's available again for whatever you'd like to do. For the iPhone or iPad, tap the share button in the right corner. You can mail it, text it,